I'm taking a strap. I'm strapped up.
What's happening? What was that about?
Let's make the fight happen. We strapped the fuck up.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 239 of the SZN Podcast. I'm your host, Kam.
I'm your boy, Flowz.
And as always, guys, before we kick off the episode, please make sure you head over to our Instagram pages and our Twitter pages. That's SZN Pod or SZN Podcast. There's a link in the bio on both of those pages, and that will take you to where we're situated at streaming-wise. So if you like audio, the usual links such as Spotify, Apple Podcast links are there. And if you like the visuals, the YouTube link is also there as well. So make sure you do that for us, guys. As always, bro, hope you're good.
Yeah, I'm good, man. How are you?
Oh, also good. Let's get into it. This week, what occurred again? Nick Ball. We got a UK card to talk about. We've got an American card to talk about, and some Aussie, I guess, cards to talk about as well.
Yeah.
Let's start with home as always. The Nick Ball card. In Liverpool, defending his the belt. He won that belt. Was it the previous fight where he won that belt for? This is his first defense, I think, of that belt that he has.
Did he win against Ray Ford? No.
Wait. Yes, actually, maybe this is the belt. Yeah, this is the same belt.
Yeah.
So this will be second defense then, technically, because I think he's already defended it, right?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure he's defended it. Yeah. So cool. Yeah, Nick Ball. Wasn't that one of? Wait, was that a draw? That Ray Ford? No.
No, he fought for the belt against Vargas and Drew. Was it?
He drew against Vargas. Yes, sorry. That's the one. Yeah,
that was a draw. So he didn't win the belt then, and then he beat Ray Ford for the belt.
Yeah, and a razor thin decision. Yeah.
That was and Ray's moved up.
Yeah, Ray moved up. Yeah, he's So this is a WBA featherweight belt, which is what Nick's got. So this is his second defense. He beat Ronnie Rios in Liverpool last year, October, and second defense, TJ Doheny in Liverpool again, same arena actually. Now, bro, I think we expected a comfortable Nick Ball victory. But is it fair to say that this was a bit of a ill-tempered affair? I don't know if you saw the fights, but it was very ill-tempered. But I say that to say, like, I don't know. It was literally the first round, wasn't it? The first round where we've seen standard round, right? Seems okay, and the bell's gone, and I don't know. The camera panned away, and next thing I know, I'm looking up, and the Henny's on the floor, and I'm thinking, wait, what's going on? Wait, what's going on here? This is far after the bell, boy. And then obviously I've seen the replay, and we've seen like the Henny off after the bell's rung. The Henny's kind of like got Ball in a headlock in his corner.
Yeah.
And it's one of them ones where I think he's being cheeky. I think the Henny, obviously 37, 38, crafty veteran. We saw him out against Inoue. By the way, he looks like he's aged 6 years since that Inoue fight. I'll be so real. Like Inoue really did a number on my man. But so we've seen him, he's got Ball in the headlock after the belt, basically. And I think it's one of the ones where he's refusing to let go. I think he's being cheeky, trying to rile Ball up. And Ball, being sort of the firecracker he is, says, F this, just kicks him in the leg. And we see the Henny just drop. And it's funny, Flowz, because obviously I can see this frustration from Ball's side. But was he really lucky there to escape any sort of... There was no reprimand, there was nothing. No conviction. Bro,
that was crazy.
Like, he's fully kicked this guy in the leg, by the way, and dropped him with a kick.
Yeah.
You can say, maybe the Henny made a meal of it or not, but the fact of the matter is, you can't be kicking man in the ring. This ain't UFC. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Look, context aside, that's crazy. In a boxing ring, the ref was right there.
Right there.
Look, no warning, no point deduction. Like, even a warning's light for that, Even a warning is light for that. At least, man, a 2-point deduction or the straight DQ.
I'm sorry. That is really and truly, Flowz. That is a straight DQ. That is grounds for a straight DQ.
It is. But what we say about boxing. Look, I'm glad it wasn't stopped, but I think there should have been a warning at minimum.
Yeah, at least
minimum. I maybe a warning for both fighters to cut out. Nip it, like the ref could have nipped it in the bud there and then. Like, you got it with a headlock. Maybe that. But like we say, boxing, hometown favorite. The ref's not going to spoil the evening for the home fighter.
In the first round, by the way.
The main event, the home fighter.
Yeah.
We know boxing well enough. That's not going to happen. But yeah, he's lucky still because he boxed back to his corner. Nothing, no issues.
Crazy. To not even get a warning to me was insane. But yeah, speaking about the ill-temperedness of the fight, we do see Bull get the duck to the point eventually later on, I think in the 6th round.
Yeah.
And this is due to just the ref did warn him repeatedly, a large amount of times. He was pushing sort of Doheny every time they were in the clinch or whatever. He would kind of rough him up and then throw him to the floor and push him around and stuff. And the referee did say a few times, "Don't push him, don't throw him around, blah 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 blah." And then one time, eventually, it happened. We seen Doheny sort of sprawl to the floor, and the referee said, "Enough." Point deducted. So I think one of them ones where Doheny was, I guess, being the veteran, like I said, the crafty sort of wily veteran. He was looking to kind of maybe get inside Bull's head in the ring and just try and trigger him, I guess, and try and annoy him, maybe into making a mistake or to losing his head. But at the end of the day, bro, it was a comfortable Bull win. But what was interesting for me, Flowz, was obviously we're used to Bull fighting a certain way, right? So they're calling the Wrecking Ball straight pressure. He showed sort of something different in this fight. I feel like he wasn't just all action, closing and being on the chest of his opponent. He was looking to box in portions of this fight, counter punching, not jumping in. So yeah, it was interesting seeing because I felt like if he fought in his usual pressure fighting way, he probably could have got Doheny out of there. Obviously, the fight got stopped in the end. But yeah, it was interesting that he tried to show a bit more to his game than what we were normally used to seeing. Yeah. What are your thoughts on his performance? I mean, you're a Bull fan, I'm sure, because obviously he's exciting to watch.
Excited fighter. I've always been impressed by his use of the uppercuts. But like you say, he looked to box a bit more this time. Doheny, we saw him out against Inoue. He didn't come to fold that fight. He certainly didn't come to fold this fight.
He's not a bad boxer, to be fair, Doheny.
He's not. Yeah. Because I saw different looks against Inoue. He was way more patient.
Yeah.
He was looking to time Inoue. He caught Inoue a few times, but he was a lot patient, tried to stifle him. This one, he almost came to bang a bit as well to try and engage with Bull. So he gave us different looks in that sense. Look, he wasn't expected to win either of them, but it's a good show nonetheless.
Absolutely. Both times he gave a good account of himself, to be honest. It's a shame that I think he's in his late 30s.
Yeah.
So he's on a bit. It's a shame that, he hasn't had these opportunities when he was younger. I think like could have been a lot more of a fixture in these weight classes if, he got this sort of opportunity when he was younger. I think now, obviously, at his age, it's definitely a bit too late. And to go from Inoue to Bull back to back is tough. Obviously, these are tough fighters, grueling fights. And obviously, he's been stopped in both of them, which is no shame to him, obviously.
Yeah. And yeah, you could say he'd make a great journeyman in that sense, a great test, but he's getting old now. But he seems someone who has a lot of experience and he knows tactically how to try and
he knows the tricks
operate,
for sure.
Yeah, to operate in fights. He knows certain ways to, and he's tough. So yeah, I think he got a good fight from Bull. He gave Bull a good fight. And yeah, it was an exciting fight. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Now, there's been a lot of talk, bro, about Bull being a potential Inoue opponent. Speaking of Inoue.
Yeah.
Now, what are your thoughts on that? Is that a fight you'd like to see? Because watching that fight there, no offense to Bull, Inoue, yeah, sorry, Bull, it kills him. And I like Nick Bull. I think Nick Bull's great. Champion, there's worth the mention. I don't think he should be looking to. I mean, for his legacy, obviously he probably wants that fight, right? But for me, yeah, in a way, it's just a different level, man. Different level is what it is.
Yeah. I saw them having a little back and forth throughout, which was killing me.
Crazy. always finish when these back and forths happen because I want to know when it's the fighter that doesn't speak a lick of English. Who in your team is the one hyping this up?
It didn't even make too much sense. But he said all he needs is two fists, which is right. But everyone knows my sentiments on Inoue at this point.
Yeah.
Unbelievable fighter, and I've openly said I don't want to see him keep going up, even though there's nothing else for him to do.
Yeah.
And achieve, but move up really. I don't like it too much in the sense that TJ Doheny, everyone he's fighting looks so much bigger than him. Looks so much bigger than him. And it's gonna get worse if he keeps moving up. The size difference is already visibly bad.
Yeah.
And if he moves up again, it's gonna look nuts. He's good enough to do it. That's the problem. He's good enough to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
But optically, to me, when I see a small guy in there with a huge guy, it just, it rubs me the wrong way. I just don't like it. The look of it. There's weight classes for a reason.
Yeah.
When you have people flying through weights and jumping up weights and fighting people much bigger than them, it also starts to lead to people saying he's ducking this person who's a weight above him, or even another weight above him. Why don't you fight this person? He shouldn't even be operating close to this person.
Yeah,
we've seen it with Canelo where they say, "Why doesn't he fight a Beterbiev?" Come on, or we start to see stuff like that, and then if they end up losing, then it's like, see, I told you he was ducking him when they should have never crossed paths. So I wouldn't mind seeing it if they made it, but for me, anyway, might as well retire, really, truly.
Yeah. Wow.
Might as well, man.
Bro, there's still options for Inoue. Like I said, look, Nakatani and Bam. That's it, really.
But Nakatani's closer to his weight. Nakatani's the weight the weight below.
Nakatani's the weight below, and Bam is the weight above. Those are the two for me.
Bam's two
is he
below.
Two below?
Yeah.
Okay, yes, you're right. Yeah, right. So sorry, it's Nakatani because Bam's gonna move up eventually. But but right now, Nakatani is the one. All
Nakatani
Japan,
and Bam up.
I want Nakatani to fight Bam, and I want Nakatani to fight anyway. So whichever way he goes, But in the way Nakatani makes sense for Japan, Tokyo, big Japanese supercard, boom. Japanese boxing, as we know, is flying. That Kenshiro guy won the other day as well. Like, Japanese boxing is flying right now, so that makes sense. But yeah, I hear it. But I'm not gonna go as far as to say I want Inoue to retire. But bro, he's not even 30. You know, I swear he's not 30.
I just don't want to see him keep moving up. But
yeah, I know.
Yeah. They've already started with the tag.
We know. We know.
Started.
And it actually was announced that he's making his debut in America now. So it's been announced. It's definitely good. Now that the American eyes are on him, he can't go anywhere.
Look, they're going to say, why doesn't he fight Lamont Roach?
Yep.
They're going to start.
Yep. But end of the day, bottom line, back to Nick Paul. I don't think he's waiting for Inoue. I mean, I don't think he's going to get that fight. But if he does, great for him. Massive look for him. I just don't think he's ready to fight someone like Inoue at the moment. But yeah, keep on winning, Nick. Keep on doing your thing. Very exciting fighter to watch. And that was a nice win. Let's quickly let's go to America. Because there was a matchroom card over in America. Headed by Ammo Williams. He fought a guy called Patrice Varney. Got a nice W there. And on the undercard as well, we saw wins for Jermaine Ortiz and a quite entertaining fight against a guy called Yomar Alamo. And a win for Amari Jones as well. Sorry, go on.
I said that was a good scrap though, Ortiz won.
Yeah, very entertaining. Very entertaining. They were both swinging, boy. But I want to quickly talk about Edgar Berlanga, bro.
Yeah, we have to.
Because obviously he was on the undercard as well. He fought a Puerto Rican fighter called Jonathan Gonzalez Ortiz. Got him out of there in one round. I can't lie, this Ortiz brother, it looks like they picked him up from the club doors or something, bro. You did.
Yeah.
Boy, I think he was undefeated as well. He was.
Yeah, we talked about it last episode,
Yeah,
didn't we?
he was undefeated. Boy, I don't know where they found my man. He looked fried. But
He was apparently only had 6 weeks to prepare for this.
right,
So
okay.
late.
He didn't look in shape. He didn't look ready at all. Yeah, it was a mismatch. And look, credit Berlanga got him out of there as he was supposed to in one round. But the reason I want to talk about Edgar Berlanga is because I like talking about a deluded boxer. Delusional boxers are the funniest people in the world. And Edgar Berlanga is giving me crazy delulu right now. So to let listeners in on terms of what I'm talking about specifically here, Edgar Berlanga, in a nutshell, has been, I guess, been called out Eddie Hearn, who is his promoter. Edgar Berlanga is of the opinion, well, it was written into his contract that, after the Canelo fight, they'll try and make one more big fight in Puerto Rico that he can headline. But if let's say they weren't able to get that and he loses against Canelo, there was an extension clause written into his contract to have one more fight with Matchroom. That apparently was requested by Edgar Berlanga's team to have that in there. So that extension fight, which he'll get paid a certain amount of cash for, was inserted into his contract, which got activated after the Canelo fight. And afterwards, then he becomes a free agent. Berlanga has been very vocal about this extra fight that he was asked to take part in, especially being on someone's undercard, him not being the main event. He's been going on about how he's a main event fighter. He should never be fighting on someone's undercard. It's not his fault. He's not his choice. But Team Matchroom have made him do this, despite this apparently being written in by his own team. His own team requested this. So Eddie Hearn was putting it simple. He said, look, if we were unable to deliver the big Puerto Rico headline, what we will do is honor our contract with you. And the contract states that after the Canelo fight, there's another extra fight added in there for X amount of money on this day. And that's exactly what they're doing. They're honoring their contract with the guy. But Berlanga that Canelo fight has clearly gone to his head because he is talking smoky about how he's the boss. Eddie's got to listen to him, how he should never ever be fighting on no undercards, how he got the Canelo fight off his own back, how he's the star now, that he should be headlining in Puerto Rico, blah blah. He said the William Skull fight was there. William Skull was one of the other champions at super middleweight. He's actually going to fight Canelo, I think in May, right? Or around them, yeah. The William Skull was on the table. They wanted Skull's team wanted what 2 million or something, and he expected Eddie to fight for him and deliver that fight for him and pay up. Hearn went back and said the Skull fight wasn't really there for him. They offered that, and basically the money that Skull wanted didn't make sense for network.
1.5 million or something.
Yeah, 1.5 or 2 million, something like that. And like obviously it's a business, right? It's and that Skull basically priced itself out. So Hearn said, with that kind of money, it was never on the table. And Berlanga's there saying that he feels that, basically the promoter works for him and he should be delivering that fight for him. But it was just the way how Smokey was talking, like he's a headline name in the division. And I'm thinking, Edgar, this is very ungrateful from you, bro. Like Hearn in 3 fights took you from fighting random journeymen to talking you into a Canelo fight and you fighting the biggest boxer in the world, the face of boxing damn near, and changing your life. But the way he's moving, bro, was killing me. Like he's done all the work. Crazy.
Yeah, crazy. Yeah, look, I was confused as to why Berlanga was stepping in with this guy. Now it kind of makes sense given the context and the background. So
yeah,
I'll allow him for fighting a cherry. But what he needs to do is realize that he was a cherry. Because there's no way he should have been stepping in with a Canelo off the back of fighting Steve Rolls or McCrory. Was it Patrick McCrory?
McCrory.
Yeah. Or Jason Quigley. These
Yeah.
were the people he was fighting, and he wasn't looking too impressive against them.
He wasn't.
He wasn't looking too impressive. And then he got the Canelo fight, which was bust for him by Hearn.
Hearn talked him into it. Because
Hearn
even
bust him that.
bro, remember, we were saying, why the hell is Canelo fighting Berlanga, of
Exactly.
all people? How has he earned this fight?
And it's off the name that, okay, granted, he helped build himself. Obviously, he had to go out there and do the fight, but Eddie was the one talking him up.
Yeah.
Talking him up. And now my man comes out and thinks he's a superstar, that he should be the main event and that Matchroom are stitching him up. Not even grateful. That's my issue. He's not showing any gratefulness for getting in the bag, getting him that super fight, helping him jump up levels that he would take him time to get to.
He earned 12 million for Canelo.
Crazy.
Like, the biggest payday that he will ever, probably most likely ever see, bro.
Crazy.
12 mil. Off of Jason Quigley. What?
Without going through, like, we've called on, what's it called? Well, I've personally called on David Benavidez to go through the other fighters, the top contenders. Edgar Berlanga ain't fought anyone. And,
no one. No one.
Got a crack at it. And look, I can't complain about the performance. Stop the guy in the first round, which I called for.
Yeah.
That he can't be going life and death. He has that we need to see the first round knockout, and he delivered that.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that he came in overweight, though. I'll let it slide for now. I'll let everything slide. Cool. But please, please, please don't let this keep going to your head, man. Because this free agent thing, who knows if it will work for you.
That's what I want to point out. Look, we've praised how boxers nowadays are doing this free agent thing. And that's been great for seeing some of these fights because they're not locked to a certain network and whatever. But we got to add this, bro. It comes with a caveat. You have to really be him to be able to do this free agent. No, you do. You actually have to be him. So you can do up all this free agency, blah, blah, cool. But don't expect you have no cachet with certain networks. You think you can walk in and start calling the shots. Yeah. Bro, these don't know you. They don't bring you like that. Yeah. So be careful. So, you know, what Eddie was doing was building you up. But he was doing a splendid job doing it, by the way. He was doing this fantastic. Bro, he got, like I said, he got the Canelo fight out of nowhere. So Eddie Hearn was building up his name. And I think he could have done more building to then getting him to a level where it's like, okay, cool, now you have some cachet with so. But he's sort of jumped the gun, in my opinion. And, like, look, if it works for him, great. But in my opinion, I felt like he should have stayed with Eddie, carried on. Eddie would have carried on building him up and talking him to rooms or talking him to certain spaces, which he didn't need to be in. And then, boom, Bob's your uncle. But it is what it is. Now that he is a free agent, let's see the next moves he makes. Look, it's simple. We have to see that Caleb Plant fight. I need that now. Yeah. So march yourself over to PBC.
Yep.
Go make a one-fight deal with Al Heyman and get that Caleb Plant fight on the line, and let's see it. Because you two are talking, both of them are talking too smoky to each other now. We need to see this fight. We need to see it. So Caleb Plant, Berlanga, that's the next fight I need to see. Set it up. Simple. Go to Al Heyman now.
Rawson's over there at PBC. Is Mbili there, or is Mbili's at ESPN, no? Or is Mbili with
Mbili is with, I feel like he might be the top rank, you know?
Yeah, I think he might be with, Bob.
Yeah.
But Pacheco, but Caleb Plant's a fight to make anyway, so get over it.
Look, man, it's, Caleb Plant and Charlo. Yeah, Charlo's there too. I'm saying, because he's called out Charlo. He said, he's dropped his hit list. He said Pacheco, Charlo, Plant. He said he wants some more. So, all right, cool.
Okay, cool. Pacheco's right there with Matchroom, no?
Yeah, he was.
Right, anyway, but cool. Yeah. I want to see the Plant one because, like we said, no going back down. We've given you the one fight allowance.
Mm-hmm.
You're a free agent now.
Make it happen.
Make it happen. There's no excuses. You can go to anywhere you want. Yeah. Go right over there to Caleb. No going back down. That's as simple as that.
Yeah, simple. But nice win, as we said. We're not going to take away credit from there. Very good win.
Yeah, done what you need to.
During the week, bro, we saw Keith Thurman over in Australia. The return of one time. I think first fight in like 2 years, I think. Against Brock Jarvis, like I said, Australian guy that no one really knew. But obviously we know boxing is thriving over in Australia. And Keith did what he had to do. Got this guy out of there in like, what, 3 rounds? This guy didn't look like he should have even belonged near a ring with Keith Thurman. But yeah, not much to say about Keith. Like, the thing is, Keith's last return, which was 2 years ago against Barrios, he looked good. Like, very impressive win against Barrios. And he looked impressive against this guy, but I want to asterisk that by the fact that the opponent was clearly not of the level. Barrios was respectable. We know Barrios, former champion or whatever. We rate, but Barrios is good. But this Brock Jarvis guy, I looked to the resume, I looked to who he's fought. I said, there, this Keith, we're going to watch this guy, and he did watch him. So, yeah. Whether or not this is an indication of whether Keith can be a fixture 154, I have no idea. But if he wants to keep going, Keith, you need to be active. You're no good to us seeing you every 2 years. And obviously, it's not his fault. He's always been injury prone his entire career. But that could be a sign that it could be a time to hang him up. I don't know. But yeah, he looked good. He got the guy out there. So no doubt Keith is going to try and be around for as long as he can, to be honest. So yeah.
Yeah, it's time for someone to go get Keith out of here. Yeah, it's as simple as that. Look, Keith is someone we've rated highly.
Hey man, prime Keith Thurman. Oh man,
but he was before Errol and Crawford. That's how far we're talking about.
They were chasing him. He was the man before them.
He was the man, and then injuries, whatever, kind of fading. Injuries pretty much killed him. Activities killed him. So look, it's time for just someone to really legit get Keith out of here. There's no point in him coming back and fighting these new names.
You're kidding me.
Look,
man, put a battery on his head.
Look, but the thing is, even the young bucks are looking past. It's got to be looking past him now. I can't even say like a Boots should face Keith now at this point. There's no need. There's no need for him to face.
I think it's a good name to have your record though, your resume, as in you beating Keith. We can't forget Keith has only lost once, you know.
Yeah.
Pacquiao. Yeah.
Legit, and that was a finished Keith, pretty much.
Yeah.
So he's shown he's got still life in him. He's definitely still got ability, but
yeah,
maybe Keith versus Spence loser retires or something.
I'm finished. Nah, don't do Errol like that, man. Damn.
Hey, we ain't seen him. I don't know what he's on. But
Conor Ben?
You see, look, if I expect Conor Ben to lose.
Yeah.
But yeah, Conor Ben.
But when he comes back, yeah.
Don't
forget, Ben's called out Furman before, I swear. Like,
yes. He was calling him out heavy. He was calling him out heavy. I don't mind it. Look, it depends on Keith's aspirations. If he thinks he can challenge and win a belt, I'm not sure. I'm just not sure if but maybe he can.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if you're young and hungry, get Keith out of here. Get him out of here.
Time to get Keith out of here. I'm finished. But speaking of Australian boxing, which we know it's thriving right now, it's worth mentioning that one of your favorites, George Kambosos Jr., is also fighting next week. Is this his debut at 140? I think so. I know this is his debut at Matchroom. Yeah, you know he moved up. He's at 140 now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that makes sense.
So he is fighting an Indonesian fighter called Duad Yordan. Trying to see if I can get this guy's record up. Yeah, super lightweight. So this definitely will be, I think, his debut. Yordan he's 37, 48 fights, 43 wins, 31 by KO, 4 losses. He lost to Crawler in 2018. Who else do I recognize on this record? Mainly just Crawler. No way. Wait a second. He fought Robert Guerrero, in 2009.
Wow. Yordan. What's his name?
Duad Yordan. I actually remember the Crawler fight. But I don't remember the Guerrero fight. He fought Robert Guerrero. No, it was a no contest way back in 2009. Yeah, Duad Yordan.
Yeah, I think I'm okay.
I remember the Crawler fight. Yeah. So Kambosos is fighting the Sydney Olympic Park. You was telling me something about how it's 75K sold out or something, arena sold out, or stadium sold out basically. And we know Kambosos does big numbers over there. You called him there, you affectionately called him their star. Sorry, shout out to Kambosos, man. Yeah, I'm not expecting Kambosos to pull up any trees at 140, but one thing I like about Kambosos, bro, is that he obviously talks a good game and he doesn't back down. You know what I mean? So he will fight anyone, I think. And he's willing to sell the fight with his trash talk and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I think he's gonna look to be like a loudmouth at 140, like he was at 135. So look, man, we could always praise his resume as well, bro. Kambosos has got a great resume. He might not have won, but he's got a good resume. So Teofimo, Loma, and Devin on your resume, brilliant.
Yeah, put them more.
Brilliant. So I'm looking forward to Kambosos at 140, man. I think he's gonna be funny. He ain't gonna win, but he'll be funny.
Yeah, look, he's brought big fights to Australia. Like the Lomachenko fight was in Australia. He brought Lomachenko to
crazy.
Yeah, look, he's brought big time boxing over there. Really, I think it's fair to say. And they've got some big stars now. They have
Jai,
Liam. Who's the guy who beat Pacquiao? Jeff Horn was.
He's retired now. He's retired.
Yeah, I'm saying I don't think he capitalized the same way.
Nah,
Kambosos did. Well, Kambosos was down there.
Kambosos brought Devin there twice.
Yeah, Devin there twice for undisputed.
And Lomachenko, which is
Lomachenko. So yeah, it's a good homecoming that he should win at this point. So yeah, I think he deserves it, and the card is pretty stacked with Australian talent. So
yeah,
I know Sky Nicholson's on the undercard against the short that's been calling out for years.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, forget.
Is she Australian as well?
Nah, this American shorty. He's been calling out Eddie Hearn to set up for years. Tiara Brown, I think her name is.
Okay.
Gunning for Sky Nicholson for time. So it should be a good fight. Yeah, so the card, good card, man. I hope Kambosos wins. I know you like to say he's my guy, but I do hope he wins.
So he's your guy.
Look, even before he stepped in with Teofimo, we both were impressed by him.
Look, his performance against is it Crawler?
Selby.
And we rate Selby as a boxer, good boxer.
Yeah.
He looked great. He cooked Selby. We said, yo, never seen that guy, but he's good. Yeah, I mean, they gave it to him. I think it was ST, right?
Yeah, I think so.
But it wasn't an ST. It should have been an UD. But yeah. So given that was our first time seeing him, we'd heard of him, but we never watched him.
Yeah.
And we're like, yo, he's good. And then I said to myself, Teofimo, if he's not serious, will run into problems here. But I expect Teofimo to be serious and do his thing. And guess what? Teofimo was not serious. And what did happen? He ran into problems. Got dropped and got schooled. So yeah, man, look, Kambosos is good. But we were clear and say that he's just not that level. There's levels to this.
Yeah, exactly. There was no way. And the issue is, again, people started overhyping Kambosos. And that's what I take issue. Yeah. After the tier thing, they started hyping Kambosos and saying he's gonna beat Devin. I was like, no, he's not. No, he's not. But anyway, let's not get mistaken. I actually do like Kambosos. I just know he's level.
He's funny, man. He's funny. Yeah. And look, on Twitter, he's undefeated, by the way. I just said this. He's 50-0 on Twitter. I've said this many times. You can't chat to him. There's a PBC card also to mention. Fundora is defending 2 of his belts. As we kind of gathered and was what reported, the Spence fight didn't happen in the end. We don't know. There is a APB out for Errol Spence. We actually don't know where he is. So if you have seen him, please let us know, because, boy, Lord knows what he's doing and what he plans to do. But hope Spence is all right. But yeah, Fundora is defending his belts against Chordell Booker. He's a American 154-pounder, 23 fights, 11 wins by KO, 1 loss. And that 1 loss was to Amo Williams back in 2022. So, I don't really know what to expect for this one, to be honest, bro. But probably go with Fundora, I guess. But yeah, it's not the fight we want to see, but it's what it is.
Yeah.
And on the undercard as well, I can see Terrell Gaucher. One thing about Terrell Gaucher, you got to be on the PBC card, boy. Every PBC card he's there, I swear. Yeah, he's up against a guy called Elijah Garcia. But yeah, I said to myself, I bet Terrell's on the undercard. There he is, right there. Gaucher is right there. So yeah, nothing to write home about in terms of that card, really. But
is it going to be on Amazon Prime again?
Prime. Yep. Yeah. And yeah, let me see. Yeah, Amazon Prime Video. I was gonna say, better not be pay-per-view. I don't think it would be, but yeah, Amazon Prime Video. So yeah, man, that's it really. Before we wrap up, I don't think we mentioned it, but did you see? Obviously, you know how that Queensbury card, the heavyweight card, has kind of gone all over the place.
Yeah,
we saw news that Cody Riakporhe was been cancelled due to Cody suffering an injury. This is on top of the main event not going down as planned because Dylan White's pulled out with an injury. But you saw that the replacement, right, is Hrgović.
Yeah.
Which is probably an even more dangerous fighter for Joe Joyce, and probably even a tougher fighter for Joe Joyce. So,
yeah,
great replacement, I must say. That's what. Yeah, really good replacement there. Because it's literally the other day you were saying, "Where's Hrgović at?" You ain't seen it.
Yeah,
so,
and what we're saying as well, that look, stepping in as late replacements can get you right back in the mix of some of these.
Facts.
He goes in there and wins now. Boom. He's right back in the mix.
Hrgović is scary again, but yeah.
And we were expecting him to win, but yeah, we'll get.
Well, yeah. Well, let's hope that Hrgović has been in camp and he has been, in training. You know what I mean? Because if he's gonna be doing up a flipping what's his name, Bakoli.
Yeah,
it's peak.
But that was 2 days' notice. That one it was crazy.
True.
But yeah, when is it? April? Is it in April?
It's in. Hang on, I've got it here. 1 second.
April's like 2 weeks away. In fact, even.
Yikes. It is April. Yeah.
So yeah, 4 to 6 weeks camp, right? End of April, right?
Yeah. No, start of April, I think.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll see if he's been in camp. We'll see on fight week or what he's looking like.
Yeah. We'll see. But great replacement regardless, anyways. I didn't think they'll get a replacement of that caliber personally. I thought they'll get worse. Like I was seeing a lot of talk saying, make Richard fight Joe Joyce. I was like, boy, you want Richard's first fight heavyweight to be Joyce? That's crazy. But yeah, Hrgović, no complaints there. But yeah, no news on who Richard's replacement will be. But it's a damn shame. Look, this is a Cody Riakporhe fight. It might not happen. Shame. But yeah, let's leave it there, bro. This has been episode 239 of the SZN Podcast. Once again, I'm your boy Kam.
I'm your boy Flowz.
And as always, you know where to find us. Peace.
You taking a strap? I'm strapped up.
7, what was that about?
Let's make the fight happen. We strapped the fuck up.